Hey everybody, my name's Walter Strash, and today I'm going to be talking about the concept of relationship dialects and how it applies to both my personal life and my work experience. To start, relationship dialects is the idea that relationships are consistently balancing opposing tensions. Some of the main ones include connection versus autonomy, which is the need to be close to someone but also independent. Openness versus privacy, which is about how much you share versus what you keep to yourself. The key takeaway from the text is that dialect tensions are ongoing and must be managed rather than eliminated. So instead of trying to avoid tension, we should expect it and learn how to handle it. A real life example of this is from working at a car dealership, specifically in buying cars. My job involved talking to customers, building trust quickly, and negotiating deals in those conversations. I consistently had to balance being professional and focused on my business, while also being friendly and relatable so the customers felt comfortable. This is where I experienced the openness versus privacy dialect. For example, if I didn't open up at all, the interaction felt cold and transactional. And if it was harder to build trust, and if it felt like it was harder to build trust. But if I shared too much personal information, it could come off as unprofessional or distract from the goal of the deal. So I had to find the balance depending on the situation and the person I was talking to. I think this works. This works the way it does because relationships are not static; they're always changing. The text explains that communication is dynamic process, meaning it consistently shifts based on context, people, and experiences. Because of that, there's no perfect balance you can set once and keep forever. You have to continuously adjust based on the situation, which is why dialects are ongoing. Another important idea is that there are different ways to manage these tensions. One way is segmentation, where you act differently and different in different situations. For example, at work I might be more professional and reserved, but with close friends I'm more open and relaxed. Another way is balance, where you try to meet both ends needs at the same time. And sometimes there's integration, where both sides exist together, like being independent but still emotionally connected. If I transfer this concept to my personal life, especially friendships, the same exact tension exists. For example, with my close friends, there's always a balance between spending time together and doing your own thing. If someone wants too much independence, the friendship can feel distant. But if there's too much closeness, it can feel overwhelming or even stressful. So again, the goal isn't to pick one side, but to manage both. Looking back at my experiences, understanding relationship dialects has helped me better analyze and improve my communication skills. Instead of seeing tension or conflict as a bad thing, I now see it as something normal that can actually strengthen a relationship if handled the right way. For example, knowing when to give someone space or when to communicate more directly can improve both personal relationships and professional interactions. Overall, this concept shows that strong relationships aren't about being perfect or avoiding problems. They're about balancing different needs through communication, awareness, adaptability. And this applies to friendships, work, and really any type of relationship in our life. Thank you.